LBAM. LBAM. What is it? What should you know about LBAM? Hey friends, this is Carmen with BIGFACS, and tonight you want to tune in to understand all about living benefits. All right. Um, you don't want to miss this show. Go ahead and hit the like, share, and tag some people to come in and listen as we learn all about LBAM. So LBAM, somewhere along the way, LBAM, January was coined LBAM month, Living Benefits Awareness Month. And today it's January 31st, the last day of January. So I thought, hey, why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit more about living benefits? You guys heard me talk about it before, and I will continue to talk about it. Hey, I am Carmen Bernard. I help people to protect their income, eliminate debt, create a tax-free retirement stream of income that they cannot outlive, and create a legacy of generational wealth. Tonight, I'm speaking about one of those tools that can help you to do all of those things that I just talked about. And it's all about living benefits, right? Living benefits is for when life is lifing, for when life throws you that curve ball. So we're talking about living benefits, which comes with some life insurance policies. Tonight, you're understanding that life insurance policies can help you when life throws you a big curveball. And it's not only when there's an unexpected death in the family. I am not talking about death today at all. I'm talking about life insurance, but I'm focusing on living benefits. Why? Why should you care about living benefits? Listen, living benefits will get you money in the event of a qualifying health emergency. Living benefits allows you to tap into a source of retirement income. When life throws you a curveball, we need these things, right? It protects us, and it protects what matters most to us and help us to leave a legacy. Listen, 49% of Americans carry some sort of medical debt and have outstanding medical bills. That's almost half of us are carrying some sort of medical bill, some kind of debt that's related to medical issues. And a few days ago, I posted about bankruptcy, and that one of the leading causes of bankruptcy was medical illness, medical debt. And most of those people do have health insurance. So hence why living benefits is important, because living benefits you can use during your lifetime. Oh man, I had my pen. I should have had my pen on today because I am a living benefits specialist. Let me see if my pen is up here because I got certified as a living benefits specialist and they sent me a pen. All right, just take my word for it. I'll take a picture of it and post on there, post on my page that I am a living benefits specialist. But it's benefits that you can use during your lifetime, right? When something unexpected happens, life insurance with living benefits protects you by allowing you to accelerate a portion of your death benefit. And I'm going to get into some cost in a little bit, but it's super important how these things can help you in the event that something happened like that, right? A lot of times these benefits are provided to you via what is called a rider. And a lot of times there are no cost riders, depending on whom you use. But the companies that I use, you have no cost riders. You have that will allow you to use a portion to continue to live. If you suffered some kind of qualifying terminal illness or a chronic illness or a critical illness or a critical injury, and even dementia, Alzheimer's disease, or Lewy body dementia. This is super important because many of us, we don't know why. They're telling us what different reasons that many people are suffering from dementia, and even suffering from dementia earlier and earlier in life. But this is a way to have that peace of mind. I saw a statistic earlier that said 69% of life insurance owners feel financially secure versus 41% of non-owners. But you know what? I feel that 100% of life insurance owners with living benefits will feel a lot more secure in case something happens, right? These benefits can be used for things like adult daycare if we needed it. They can be used for assisted living care, right? They can be used for household expenses. There's no limits that they put on that you're not able to use that for. Remember, even if you had long-term insurance, right, which is important that you have, sometimes when you have long-term insurance, you cannot use it only for certain things. You can only use it if you're in a nursing home or if you for assisted living care. However, with this, you're able to use it for modification of your home, because now you're you needed to install rails or some the little stair thing that take you up the stairs or whatever it is. You can use it for regular bills. You can use it for home care. You can use it for to hire someone to come in and care for your family because you're not able to do it. And remember those numbers that I told you about? Remember those numbers? 19 million people. That was the projected number for 2023. 19 million people was the number of people that would number of cancer cases that occurred. I did read that cancer, the number of cancer cases was going down, but it was in older people or overall, but it was increasing in younger people. That alone, those statistics, those numbers alone should tell us, yes, let's do something that will protect us in the event that something happened. Now, here's a staggering number for you. Here's a staggering number for you. $392,874. That's the lifetime cost for care for someone with Alzheimer's. Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if you had a cool $1 million death benefit that you can pull out $400,000 for and be able to take care of what's going on right now and still leave some sort of legacy, right? You had another $600,000 to leave for your family, right? So this is basically a safety net. LBAM, Life Insurance Awareness Month, January month, is trying to make us aware that we need to have a safety net, right? So let's talk a little bit about those riders, right? In case of the riders that will protect you in case of certain different things. The first one, terminal illness, right? And a terminal illness rider allows for payment for a payment of part of your death benefit if you have, or if your doctor will certify that you have an illness, a chronic condition that can be reasonably expected to result in death, right? I guess I wasn't talking about that. However, I'm not. I'm talking about you have in 24 months or less. So here's the scenario, right? Life happens. Lifes. Life sometimes is lifing, right? And if someone had a terminal illness that they were not going to live for the next 24, they're expected to pass in 24 months, and now they had a death benefit a couple million, a cool 1 million, 2 million, 2.5 million, or something like that. They're able to take that money and do all of the things that I mentioned before, and they can travel with their family if that's what they desire to do, right? And they can live well. They do not have to worry. They can try to even see if there's some other alternatives, that treatment that's available for them, right? Guys, if you're listening to this, tell somebody, share it out, let someone know, okay? Because there's so many people woke up this morning and would have wished they would have known this, because they've just gotten a diagnosis of a terminal illness, or they just got a diagnosis of a chronic illness. But in the event of a terminal illness, you're able to take a lump sum of that money, of whatever it is, and you'll be able to use it. There's no limit, no annual limit. It's only based on the benefits that you have available to you, right? And there's no additional charge for something like that. Another thing is a chronic illness. So if you're unable to perform 2 of the activities of daily living, right? Activities of daily living. What is that, Carmen? What is that? Activities of daily living are things like bathing. We take that for granted. Bathing ourselves. Eating. Feeding ourselves. Continence. Can we hold it? Going to the bathroom, just going there. Can we do that by ourselves? Or do we need assistance to be able to get those things done? So if we are unable to perform 2 of those 6, right? There's bathing, continence, dressing, eating, toileting, and transferring, moving from one to the next, from the bed to the chair, from the chair to the next chair, from whatever, right? If you're unable to do that, you're able to receive monthly benefits, right? A monthly payment to help us with those things. Alzheimer's disease. Oh, you know what? I forgot. It's a disclaimer. Some states have different rules. Okay. Some states, bunch of them, have different rules. Okay. So this does not work for every state based on the state rules. So you want to make sure you verify, right? I know for the state of Georgia, this works, okay? And there's some states where it's only 12 months instead of 24 months, right? I'd rather 24 months because you got time to live and do whatever and spend all the money, right? The Alzheimer's disease, that's definitely not available in California. California and New York, boy, they have some, I tell you, they're different. However, the rider is available in the event of a diagnosis of that Lewy body dementia. So you're able to also get a lump sum, right, for this. There's no annual limit and things like that. Okay, let's get it too deep into the weeds. The other benefit is a critical illness, right? Critical illness. So things like Lou Gehrig's disease or aplastic anemia, heart attack, things that you've heard of before, heart attack, heart valve replacement, major organ transplants, motor neuron diseases, a stroke, right? Sudden cardiac arrest, blindness, cancer. These are all critical illnesses, different things. And as I said, some of different states have different rules regarding this. But imagine if you found out, asked more questions, become educated about it, and ensure that see if this is a fit for you to help to provide that peace of mind that I was talking about. There's also critical injury, right? Things like a coma or paralysis, severe burns, or a traumatic brain injury if you were in a car accident or you fell from a tree or something like that. You know, I had clients that work up in trees or on the roof that builds in construction and things like that. right? So this would be something that can help to provide that added peace of mind, right? That's part of the living benefits of LBAM. Let's talk about some other living benefits, right? You can get basically retirement income using living benefits as well, right? You're able to, especially depending on the type of policy you took, which, by the way, I know a lot of people will tell you term is better, and there's no better. Any policy that's in effect on the day that something happens when you're that's a good policy, right? But there might be some things that are better for your circumstance, right? For your circumstance, right? So if someone tells you that, oh, the only type you should get is term, or the only type you should get is whole, those absolutes are things to run from, because it might even be that you need a combination, right? You might need a combination of both of them, or you might just need one or the other. It's all depends. Ask any expert about anything, and most of the time they say to you, it depends, because there's so many different circumstances for each person. But you can retire with confidence when you have the living benefit that allows you to turn your policy into retirement income. When you have a policy such as a permanent policy that allows you to access the cash value within your policy, so that you can use it while you're alive to do whatever it is, right? Whether it is to purchase additional assets that will bring income, right? Purchase additional income producing assets, not a Gucci belt or a, is that even a thing? I don't know. I don't know to call the fanciest names of things, because I don't have them. But I'm not saying anything about people who want those fancy things, as in the belts and stuff like that. So I like some fancy things, but there's certain things that I may choose not to spend my money on, but you can. But I'm talking about, if we can make it income producing, that makes it even better, right? So if you do have that designer belt, and since you only would probably wear it once a month, the other 30 days, if you were renting it, that would become income producing. Why? I knocked myself out. I never thought about that. I just decided. That just came to my head. Okay. All right. But real income producing assets, things that bring in money, add to your bottom line. That's what assets do, while liabilities take away. So if we're just getting the designer belt or designer car or whatever that drops in value once you've gotten it, then that's not really an asset. All right. So here's something why that's important. 56% of Americans don't have enough money to retire comfortably. And many of, I think, I don't recall the number, but most of the retirees have $100,000 or less in their retirement account. And you guys know that that's not going to take you too far. Even if you try to live in a meager of means, maybe you can make it last for 4 years, right? Then the other thing that you're able to do, which no one else in the industry can ever tell you they can do, only an insurance company can do this, and that is to turn your income into guaranteed for life. Meaning they have to pay you no matter how long you live, no matter if the money runs out, they have to pay you. So what with a lifetime income benefits rider, we can turn your policy into lifetime income that you cannot outlive, right? And you can use those income for things like, paying off debt, for long-term care, for housing expenses, for regular bills, for travel and vacation, right? If you say, listen, I want something that's going to give me $12,000 a year for the rest of my life so that I can go on vacation every single year. And that's where I'm going to get the income to go on vacation. That $12,000 is what I'm going on vacation with. I can do that for you. Let's talk. Let's talk numbers. Let's talk facts. Nothing but facts. Big facts. Let's talk that, right? The average monthly Social Security income is $1,800 a month. And guess what? That's the average. So many people are getting way, way, way below. Matter of fact, it's kind of hard to run into people that's getting $1,000 a month in Social Security. So it's absolutely important that we find a way to supplement that. And this is one way that we can supplement that, right? And then, of course, we talked about those are living benefits. I'm not talking about, I told you that we were not going to talk about when someone dies, but you can, with this type of policy, you can prepare for while you're alive and still leave a legacy for your family. All right. So living benefits, LBAM, Living Benefits Awareness Month. That was the month of January. I just wanted to make you aware of that and bring that in. So I don't even know, did I go live on Instagram? Let's see. I tried, but I guess it didn't work. This is just crazy. Every time I try to do it, yeah, it does not work. Oh well. Hopefully it went on all of my other platforms. Be sure to give me a like, a follow, a share. I'm on all the other platforms. So look for me there. Carmen with BIGFACS. Bye, friends.